I'm going to teach you about classification of animals. In kingdom Animalia, there are two groups, invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates are the organisms or the animals who are without a backbone or a vertebral column. And vertebrates are the animals who are having a vertebral column. In invertebrates, there are different types of phylums, Nidaria, Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda and Echinodermata. These are the phyla of invertebrate group. In vertebrates, there are different classes, fishes, and amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia. Now we'll talk about the phylum Nidaria. Right? Examples are given: hydra, sea anemone, and jellyfish. Cnidarians are all aquatic and mostly marine, and some are living in fresh water. They are having a multicellular body built up of two germinal layers, therefore known as diploblastic. So they are having two germinal layers in their body, so that's why they are known as diploblastic. Right. A cavity is present in their body. That cavity is known as coelenteron. Right. So these Cnidarians are having two forms. They are polyps and medusa. What are the two forms? Polyps and medusa. The difference is polyps, they attach to a surface. They can't move. But medusa, they can move. The difference of these forms are that polyps are attached to a surface and medusa can move, right? And their body is radially symmetry and they are predators. They do asexual reproduction and that reproduction method is body. And children, remember that they are having a cavity in their body, right? They are called as, that cavity is known as coelenteron, right? Because of that, it has another name. We can call them as coelenterata as well. So Cnidarians are also known as coelenterata. Right. Now we are going to talk about the phylum Annelida. Right. So examples are given: earthworm, leech, and nereis. Earthworm, leech, and nereis. Right. So there is a unique feature of this kingdom. So that is their body is divided into segments. Right. In annelidas, their body is divided into segments. So therefore, they are known as segmented worms. They are known as segmented worms. So they live in damp soil, in marine and freshwater habitats. They are multicellular and their body is made up of three germinal layers. How many? Three germinal layers, therefore known as triploblastic. Right? In Cnidarians, their body were made up of two germinal layers, therefore they were diploblastic organisms. But these annelids, they have three germinal layers and they are known as triploblastic, right? So they have a bilateral symmetrical body and they are the first organisms to evolve a body cavity, right? So it is a fluid filled cavity between the body wall and the digestive tract, and that cavity is known as coelom, right? Who are having a coelom? Annelids, right? And their reproduction method, so they are doing sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction. Some are doing sexual reproduction and some are doing asexual reproduction. Now we are going to talk about the phylum Mollusca, right? Examples are given: snail, bivalve, chitin, slug, squid or cuttlefish, and octopus, right? They live in terrestrial, freshwater, and in marine habitats. They are multicellular organisms and they are triploblastic. Now you know what is known as triploblastic. They are having three germinal layers in their body. And remember, they are soft-bodied animals. They are soft-bodied animals. And their body has three parts. The three parts are head, muscular foot, and the visceral mass. Head, muscular foot, and the visceral mass. Body is moistened by mucus. Think about the snail, you know that. The snail's body is moistened by mucus. Some possess external and internal shells made up of calcium carbonate. Snail is having an external shell and that shell is made up of calcium carbonate, right? And their body is bilateral symmetrical body and they show sexual reproduction, and then most of them are unisexual. What does it mean by unisexual? That means in their body they produce only one type of gamete, right? Now we are going to talk about phylum Arthropoda, right? Examples. Insects such as bee, butterfly, cricket, mosquito belongs to this group. Remember that all the insects belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. And spider, scorpion, millipede, centipede, prawn, crab, barnacle belongs to this group, right? So and there's a specialty in this group, in this phylum which the highest number of species in the animal kingdom. Remember that the highest number of animal species in the animal kingdom belongs to phylum Arthropoda, and that percentage is 75%. 75% of the animals in the animal kingdom belongs to phylum Arthropoda. Right. They live in marine, freshwater, and terrestrial habitats, and their body is triploblastic. That means their body is made up of three germinal layers. Coelomic means that they are having a body cavity and possess jointed limbs, or else we can say jointed appendages. This is a unique feature for them, right? This is a unique feature that in the phylum Arthropoda they are having jointed appendages. Think about the cockroach. Cockroach is having jointed appendages, right? Jointed limbs. Okay. So this word Arthropoda is a Greek word. See, arthra means jointed. Arthra means jointed and pods means legs. That's why the animals having jointed legs or jointed limbs are known as Arthropoda. Arthropodas is having a segmented body and several segments collectively form functional segments called tegma, right? So their segments are named as head, thorax and abdomen, right? They have an exoskeleton made up of chitin. Think about the cockroach. Cockroach is having an exoskeleton, that means external skeleton, and that skeleton is made up of chitin. And some possess special wings. In cockroach, they are having special wings. Only some, right? Bilateral symmetrical body. Their body is bilateral symmetrical, and they are having separate male and female organisms. Separate male and female organisms, and they show sexual dimorphism. And remember, they reproduce by sexual reproduction. The last phyla we are talking under invertebrates is Echinodermata. Echinodermata. Examples are given: starfish, brittle star, sea urchin, sea cucumber, sea lily. Remember that all are marine organisms, all live in marine habitats. They are triploblastic organisms, coelomic, that means having a body cavity, and their body is separated into 5 radial arms. Think about the starfish. Starfish body is separated into 5 radial arms. Therefore, we tell that they show pentaradial symmetry. Pentaradial symmetry. Penta means 5, right? Pentaradial symmetry. They possess a sharp, shiny body covering, and body is star-shaped, cylindrical or flower-like. So some are having a star-shaped body and some are having a cylindrical body or some are having a flower-like body. Echinodermates are having a water-vascular system in their body. A water-vascular system. Who are having a water-vascular system in their body? Echinodermates, right? Tube feet present for locomotion and respiration. So they are having a tube-like feet, and that feet is present for locomotion as well as for respiration. Remember that point. Their feet is present for locomotion as well as respiration. Then heart, brain and eyes are absent. That means they don't have a heart, they don't have a brain and they don't have eyes. They show sexual dimorphism. They show sexual dimorphism. That means separate male and female organisms are there, and in between male and female organisms there are several physical differences in color, in size, and in structure. Right, so we can clearly identify who is a male organism and who is a female organism. That is known as sexual dimorphism. And remember, they carry out sexual reproduction. And that's all about invertebrates.